Okay, good morning and welcome to video number 30. My goodness. Several of you have asked for a video of the song Come Alive. And Come Alive is, well, this says it's an easy, intermediate clogging routine. There are a couple tricky steps in it though, so it's choreographed by Jeff Driggs, and it is, the song Come Alive is from The Greatest Showman. I think many of you who have seen that may remember the song. It's quite good for clogging. So, without any more discussion, let's talk about the first step. The first 4 beats of the 8-count step is a rooster run, so that's pretty easy. The next 4 beats are a little tricky, and when it comes with 2 parts. You finish the rooster run with your weight on your right foot. You're going to take 2 steps. Step out with your left, cross over with your right, and slur up. Now that slur is not like a regular slur like this. Because your foot is crossed over, you can slur up. And that's called a slur up. And so it's a rooster run. Step, step. That's real quick. Step, step, slur up, and a basic. Alright, so let's practice that a little bit slower. 5, 6, rooster, slur. So, one more time. 5, 6, rooster, slur. And then you're going to do heels and toes. Now these heels and toes do not take weight. They're just kind of to hold you there. So you do a slur up and a basic. Your right foot's free. Double heel, switch toe, pivot, step, and the basic. That's the next 8 steps. So that finishes part A, and then you repeat it again from the back to the front. So here we go with the whole thing, front to back, back to front. 5, 6, rooster, slur. Heel, toes, pivot, step, and basic. Rooster, slur up, heel, toe, pivot, and basic. Alright, so that is part A. Let's see if we can put it to music. Let me check the speed first. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now you can tell from the music, I don't know if you could hear that, the vocalist goes 1, 2, 3, 4, go, and that's when you start the rooster run right away. Slow that down a bit. Sun is up in the colors blinded. Take the world and redefine it. A little slower. Go! Okay, let's go on to part B. Part B is pretty simple. It's a joey, 2 drags and a basic, soccer turn to the back and a fancy double. So, joey, drag step, and basic, soccer turn, fancy double. Joey, drag step, and a basic, soccer, fancy. Okay, so you guys know those steps, so we'll just add that. Well, let's go on to part C, since you know part B pretty well by now. It's pulls, and these are rock pulls. Your right foot is free, and you're going to remember on a rock pull, you rock back, step forward, and step. Rock back, step forward, and step. So those are pulls. So this is going to go rock right, rock left, rock center, and the basic. And then your airplane to the back and a triple. Rock right, rock left, rock center, and a basic. Airplane, triple. Okay, so let's take this all the way to that point. Okay, now we'll get to another tricky part. All right, this starts with a step called the Dorothy. And it's called the Dorothy because you click your heels 3 times, just like Dorothy did in The Wizard of Oz. You start with your left foot, double, out, click, lift. So try it again, Dorothy. Double, out, click, lift. Dorothy. Double, out, click, lift. All right, so you do that. You do a Dorothy and a rocking chair. So let's practice that. And rocking chair. Double out. Lift and rocking chair. 1, 2, 3, and lift and rocking chair. Okay? So practice that part. And then the next part is a McNamara. Now there are many different kinds of McNamaras. And the definition of a McNamara is that there's balls, and heels. And it depends on the choreographer as to which one or what variety of a McNamara is in the dance. In this one, ball, heel, ball, 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 heel, ball, ball, ball. And then you're gonna pivot, turn, and the basic. So right after you do the Dorothy and the rocking chair, you go into the McNamara, pivot, and a basic. So you start on your left foot with the McNamara, ball, heel, no weight, 3, heel, pivot, and the basic. So let's practice that part. McNamara, pivot. Now the pivot is the last 4 beats. McNamaras are usually 4 beats by themselves. And then to get to the back, you do a pivot. So McNamara, pivot, and the basic. So put that all together. 5, 6, Dorothy. Mac, pivot, and a basic. And then you repeat it in the back. Double Dorothy, lift and a rocking chair, McNamara, pivot, and a basic. All right, so those are all the steps in the dance. And when you do part A, B, C, D, just like I just showed you, and then you do an 8-beat jazz square. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you start right away again with the rooster step, step, slur up. Go all the way through part B, do another 8-count jazz square, and then you go into the grapevine, just exactly like we do in Love Runs Out. Then you go back to the rock pulls, and then you do the Dorothy part twice, and then you end like that. So what I'm going to try and do is find the Dorothy part in the music. We'll practice that a couple times, and then we'll go through A, B, C, D. Let's see if we can find that Dorothy part.
1, 2, 3, go! You stumble through, stands up in the color blind. Hit the world and redefine it. Leave behind and down the line. You'll never be the same. Come alive.
So you can see how that jazz square comes in there right away, and then you go right into the rooster step, step, slur up, and go through A, B, C, D again, 8-count jazz square, and then we'll finish the dance. So let's see if we can get all the way through this then you'll have something to practice. All right, here we go. Come alive. I made a big boo-boo on the end there, but I think you can figure it out. That was a McNamara. My brain just went somewhere else for that little second there. So anyway, that is Come Alive. I hope that this helps, and the next time we do it in class, you'll be a star. So enjoy. Thank you. Bye now.